Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky. Good morning. I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky.
You are too.
This morning I was reading the back of my magazine and it literally said, creativity is having fun making mistakes.
Oh, that's good.
Why is it that sometimes in life we try to be perfect? We try to make all of the right decisions. And there's something about, oh, did I make a mistake that just causes all sorts of doubt and uncertainty in our mind.
It's chaos for the canvas.
Oh, tell me more.
That fear of making a mistake and realizing, hey, I'm just moving into something new. I'm creating something. I've been got a vision in my head, and I'm trying to get it out into the world, into life, however it is. And it's not giving yourself the grace to kind of figure it out as you go.
Yes, and yes.
And it's like whenever we're moving into a newness or whenever we're creating, like if a baby's creating its ability to walk, the baby just.
We always use the damn baby.
Well, it's easy.
Forget the damn baby. I'm so over babies.
Throw the baby out in the
Forget
basket
the babies.
with the
Yes, right? I'm so over babies. I mean, if they're so enlightened, then why do we even need to go through this damn earth?
I think it's not that they're enlightened. It's they
are enlightened. They come and they don't have any baggage. They're just brand new. They're pure.
That's it. They don't have the baggage. They don't have the expectation of perfection. And that's a beautiful thing.
So why do we learn that? Where does that come from? Why are we conditioned to feel that way?
Because we're smart, capable beings, and we want to fit in, and we pick up on social cues. So we pick up on those cues of you're doing it wrong with the scrunched face or that look of that fart smell look that someone gives you when you give them an idea and they're like, oh, I don't know. And you're like, that was a great, I loved that idea. I was in love with that idea. I offered it to you.
Until I saw how you reacted.
Right. And so then we put the meaning on what they said, and their fart face may have just been, oh, I'm going to have to think about that a little bit. But if they don't express it, we're going to take that as
they just made a fart face.
That was a stinky idea.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody smells a fart and goes, oh yeah, good stuff. Actually some of mine are pretty good. Yeah. I'm just going to be real.
Yeah, the only parts that smell good are your own.
Why is that?
It's that awe and wonder. Like, oh, I wonder what that was.
Is it? Because I never wonder what that was. I just go, yeah, that kind of has. It's like going
to the. It's not quite roses.
It's like driving up to the gas station. You know, people are like, oh, the gas smells. I was always like, that smells kind of good.
That does. It smells like go juice.
Gasoline?
Well, that's what it is. Go juice.
What is go juice?
It's go juice. It helps your car go. It's the juice that helps your car go.
Did you just make that up when you were a baby?
I'm pretty sure I made that up when I was a baby. It's like, let's go get the car some go juice.
That's why it's so brilliant.
Not afraid to fail.
Oh, yes. I think there's a fear of failure.
Yeah. Well, it's...
which we've talked about many times on this podcast. Fear of failure, fear of rejection. But there's something very, very minute
nuanced
about fear of making a mistake, because that leads to when I make a decision, then I question whether I made the right decision.
How am I going to be judged?
Yeah, it does come back to judgment, but judgment from myself.
Oh, yeah. See, if we can let go of the judgment from ourselves and let go of the judgment of others, and knowing that we're just in alignment, and give ourselves the freedom and the grace to be messy,
to fuck up,
and have fun doing it, like exploring, like let curiosity lead. Like if you don't know, you don't know. If you find out little things along the way, you can turn the puzzle into a masterpiece, which is you're great at that. Puzzling. I think we're all great at it. it's just certain areas we wish we were better, and we pick at the ways that we're not good at it.
I mean, if I look at our brand that we are building, I started before I thought that I was completely ready
Yep.
and prepared. I just jumped in and said, all right, let's learn as we go, right?
Yep.
We never really stopped and had a clear vision of exactly what is it that we're building. We haven't had some crucial conversations between the two of us, because sometimes I feel like you're building something and I'm building something, and it feels like we're not on the same field sometimes.
Yeah. It's like, let's if we had canvases, like dueling canvases, we wouldn't have been very super clear about the overall vision.
Mm-hmm.
And we just said, all right, turn around and paint back to back.
Yeah.
And see what you come up with, see what I come up with.
And then we're going to mesh them together.
And we're going to mesh them together. But the thing is, we can always, once we're building,
Mm-hmm.
then we can look at what each other's built and say, how do these work together, or how do we start crafting them to be together? And allow for that grace of nothing that we each put on the canvas is a mistake. It's just now we can start adding
It's
layers.
having fun making mistakes.
Having fun making
Happy
mistakes.
little mistakes, like Bob Ross would say.
Yeah, I love that.
So what we're really saying is life is a work of art.
Mm.
And we should just have fun making the mistakes and learning from them.
Yeah, and realizing that there's always another availability of a brushstroke to add to the betterment of it.
And instead of saying, I just fucked up, say,
Yeah.
how can this serve me?
Throw
What
the-
is the opportunity here?
Yeah, there's no need. The beautiful thing about painting is there's no need to throw the canvas away. The canvas is life. The canvas is business. The canvas is the relationship. The canvas is you. Now we just add another layer to it.
So if there's something you don't like, you can always paint over it.
Yeah.
But there comes a point, and I am a creator. I know this from even my mannequin that I've been working on forever now, songs that I have crafted, paintings that I've done. There's a point in your art where you start playing not to lose.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I just used a basketball analogy, but you start the game by playing to win, and then you get to like the end of the third quarter, into the fourth quarter, and you're like, okay, we're ahead. Let's not fuck this up.
Yeah, the playing not to lose.
Excuse my language. I'm just a little bit. I'm a little hyped up this morning.
And it's not the caffeine. But so yeah, that playing not to lose
Yes.
is a chasing. It's a it's a different feeling than having fun, enjoying what you're doing, playing to win.
Yes.
And even if it's just redefining the win, the team that's playing to lose is going to feel like they're in a battle. The team that's playing to win or to have fun is in a game.
Yeah. Okay. So let's bring this back to art, though. There is a point in art. Like I know this painting that I made for our wall in our bedroom. There's a point where I think, okay, it could be done. Although I really have this feeling that I should put a big old streak in front of it. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to because I like it the way it is now. I mean, it could
Will this
be,
make it better?
or will it
just
clutter?
so
Or muck it up,
Well,
like your paintings that end up as brown blobs.
yeah. So I looked at my painting and I was like, this absolutely sucks. And you know what? I didn't have fun in it, and I also didn't give myself any grace to be imperfect, because I remembered how I could paint when I was younger.
When you were a baby, when you were enlightened, you were born onto this earth.
And when I had a coach, like when I had an art instructor, like a Miss Carol Pallister, she taught me how to paint, and she's like, it's real fun and it's easy and you can create whatever you want.
Wait, what's her last name? Really, Pallister?
It was Pallister, but I see what you did there and I like it. I never put that together, and I'm so punny that I don't even know myself.
Okay, so you were saying,
well,
she taught you how to paint.
Yeah, and I remembered what I would consider in my older days as perfection, because we reminisce and we make things back then better than they were, and they probably weren't great. But I did win awards with my art, with my paintings.
I wonder where this need for perfection comes from me. I think it comes from, like, I know this is a Freudian thing, but some people say, if your mom changes your diapers like right after you mess them, and now we're back to the baby analogy.
You're making a mess,
right? And I remember like when I would go out and play with.
Smells like a fart.
And we've come full circle. No, but I remember when I was little, not to get my hands dirty. I remember one time my friend wanted to play mud pies. I had never done that, and I thought
diapers.
I thought no. But I thought my mom was just gonna like have a conniption fit.
And sometimes it can be like they're looking, you see them looking at you as you're a mess, you're disappointing, and their thought might be just, oh, those were clean clothes, I'm gonna have to wash them again. Like it's like I wanted you to have fun, but I didn't want you to get that dirty. And but we put a lot of meaning on that look, that fart face look, and that disappointment and the anger that comes out and we absorb it as our own.
Okay, so let's apply this now to anyone that's listening.
And has to fart.
What? No, stop. Stop. We've taken it too far. Where in your life are you playing not to lose? Where in your life are you have this intuition like, oh, I should just put one more stroke, but I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah. And
it's like your inner voice is saying, just do it. Just do it.
And it's your feelings that are like there's a feeling that wants to, and then there's a feeling of that fear and that doubt and that uncertainty that holds you back to stay safe and comfortable. Because if you look at some of the most prolific art, I think there is like some of it you look at and we've just claimed it as perfect. And then there's some of it that's like just like, I don't get that, but the art world is saying that's perfect. That's probably a weird analogy, but it's it's like, why did they do this? Why did they do that? Like I think of who was the guy that did the splatters? Like it looks like the top of our roof.
Jackson Pollock.
Yes, like that. I think he was in that, not playing not to lose, but in that just fun, creative, like it. And he's probably tormented or was probably tormented. A lot of artists are, because they're balancing that act of perfection and fun and meaningful.
Life is a work of art, and creativity is having fun
doing it,
making mistakes. Happy little mistakes.
Happy little mistakes.
Happy little mistakes that are
Free
really gifts from the universe, helping us become our best selves.
And when he said, when Bob Ross says that, there's a feeling involved. Like it's changing any mistake into a feeling of fun, feeling of good, happy.
A happy little
mistake. And that's
mistake.
A lot of times what we're just searching for. And we say, I'm not going to be happy unless this is perfect.
Oh.
And so it's beautiful. And you always say, be the feeling, like embrace the feeling first. And that allows you to step fully into that feeling and recreate more of it. And if you're telling yourself I'm playing to lose, then that's or playing not to lose, that evokes a non-happy feeling. And we all, I think, want more happiness, more love, and more connection, and we want to feel like we're living lucky.
So again, recap. Life is a work of art, and creativity is having fun making mistakes.
I love it.
Thanks for joining us.
Keep living lucky.
Bye-bye. If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.